Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Asedius and the Edge of Eternity. To the Edge of Eternity. We've got our usual suspects -1. Our intrepid, nervous little artificer isn't here today due to being out of the country and visiting a significant other, I suppose.
Hopefully, I think is the
Well, they seem to be getting on like a house on fire, but that's neither here nor there. The stream doesn't need to know that.
nope.
Um,
Good luck,
so,
Ron.
would anyone like to give us a rundown of what's transpired previously?
I'm going to leave that to someone else because I bogarted it last week and I don't want to get into the habit of stealing the limelight.
Why?
It's
Because
what your
I know
character would
someone. Yeah, it's what my character would do, not what I would do. And I know people who have done that, and it can get utterly insufferable.
Yeah, I tried to. I am a bad culprit of that. I did a lot of that on Ed's campaigns, but that's
Yeah.
because no one else seemed to want to.
Yeah, pretty much.
I fully admit that I'm probably not the best for it.
No, right then. From
My memory's shit.
Bastion. Right, we fixed the graveyard. Stuff happened. We ate some food. We went and tried to follow and find a missing girl. We found a very strange guardian drake. It was actually quite cool. We
Didn't try
returned the
to eat
girl
you immediately.
home. We followed some tracks, or some of us did. The rest of us dived straight to the place where the beehives were being nuked, and we found some wolves there, including a dire wolf. And well, I nearly got the you know what kicked out of me, but we prevailed in the end and put the wolves down. But they were not the creature that's been attacking the hives. When we went back, we found a couple of hives that were broken again, some more tracks from the big bear. Bastion out.
To add into that a little bit there for a bit more detail, that they did inspect the bodies. I think that was Gillis and Varus.
Yes, he
And
did.
with his role, he saw that the wolves were severely malnourished, and the reason they were in the chicken coop was just to get a bit of food. That's something, from what you were able to surmise, something had been chasing them off their game.
Yeah, probably the bear. Oh yeah, and whilst everybody else went and got some kip, I sat out in the beehive place all night. I'm still there
Running
as far as
watch.
I know.
Oh, you're
what?
basically on sentry mode, yeah.
Yeah, because the beekeepers allowed us to stay on the property because all
Correct.
those
What?
helpers
yeah.
have been basically fucked off.
Yeah. Who's staying where? There's basically the main house where he is. There's two smaller houses that are basically one-bedroom shacks. Oh, they've got it's a one room with a bed, kitchen, table sort of thing.
I'm
Very,
taking all those.
very motel. Then he's got one.
Yep,
I'm
I'll take
going to
one.
assume that. Okay. So that leaves Tanya and Varus in the main house or camping.
Main house.
Main house?
Yep.
Okay. So, Colin. Sorry, not Colin. Bastion, I'll get you to roll a perception check for me.
All right then. My passive is 12 and perception 7.
Okay, that's fine. Varus, roll a perception for me. With you only do the 4 hours of sleep. Are you doing that at the start of the night or the end of the night? Long
Start.
rest. Okay,
But
so
then
you'll do your 4 hours. I think we left it off. It was about 9 or 10 p.m. If it wasn't, it is now. Anyway, you go from about 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. with your meditation.
Mm-hmm.
And you're sitting there, just whatever you're doing while you're there, waiting, chilling.
I literally don't do anything. I just stand
Not
there in
not you,
standby.
Ben. Not you. Talking about it in the house. And
Right.
Tanya seems a bit restless. She gets up. She pulls out that dodecahedron, that ball, and she pulls out her tinker's tools, and she seems to fiddle with it a bit, looking at runes and whatever. And she starts poking and prodding it with her tools, and there's a moment where she's like, "Oh shit!" There's a flash of light, and she disappears.
Nice move.
The orb's sitting there humming almost angrily on the table.
She accidented herself.
Do not poke the orb.
A moment later, what the? She flashes back in, is gone again. And back in, on, and then you hear, as you're watching Varus, before you can move, you hear the as the orb seems to power up, and there is a blinding light as it lifts into the air, vibrating and humming, and she is gone.
Is the orb still there, or did the orb like disappear through the roof, or?
The orb clatters to the table, silent. That glow slowly subsiding, the whirring of the core. Gently, gently, gently. Falling silent. Her tinker tools are on the table, her gear's there. That staff, the wand, whatever it is, seems to be some sort of magical item, a wand, staff of power. You're not entirely sure. It's all still there.
I'll pack her stuff up and we'll take it with us just in case. But yeah, I wouldn't have a fucking clue what happened.
Oh, you watched it. You don't understand it, but you watched it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a fucking clue what happened.
So you pass along, Russ. What's your reaction to that? Because this has happened early morning. Terrence Gentle snaps awake at that flash of light. What's going on? You can hear the panic in his voice. This man has been through a lot. He comes charging out of his room.
That damn
What's going on?
That damn artificer was playing with that thing, and I don't know. She may be dead. We'll find out, I guess.
I haven't known them
That's
long
not
enough to
good.
care.
Well, but as far as that goes, it could be worse. The room could be covered in her body and stuff, but it's not.
Wait, that was a possibility.
She's a
What
mage.
happened?
She's a mage. Of course, it's a possibility. But there's a chance it'll start glowing and she'll reappear and it will just simply reappear again in a day or so. Who knows? Huh. I'm not a mage.
Okay. I saw you flashes of light earlier when I was watching you battle whatever it was in my chicken coop.
Yeah, and I don't know what the hell that is either.
I know nothing.
He looks at you in almost fear at this point.
I will try and calm him down and say, look, I will try and calm him down and say, look, Clarence, I can understand that maybe you're a little bit fearful about this, but it's weird because I've gotten healing ability.
Okay,
I've gotten healing abilities.
hold up. Roll a history check for me.
12.
You remember that arcane magic is not very commonplace in Soulsguard. That until recently there wasn't even a mages guild in the nation. It is uncommon and is held with a certain level of distrust for the most of the common folk. And to admit that you might not know what it is or might not have control of it,
Might be a bad idea.
Alright.
is basically what you surmise is why he's possibly had a reaction to you saying that.
Alright. I'm going to tell him a story about how my uncle. I'm going to tell him. I'm going to say, look, Clarence, allow me to tell you a story about my uncle. My uncle was deathly ill. We were preparing for the Dune City Summit, and my uncle has been getting worse and worse. And I prayed for the ability to help him.
Oh, you're a cleric. Why didn't you say so?
Well,
Yes.
I guess so. I guess so now, but it's all new to me.
Praise Sol.
Praise him.
Wrong character.
Sorry.
Anyway, he goes and he goes, it's a bit early, but I'll start cooking some breakfast for everyone.
Good plan. Keep him busy.
And in that case, I say if you in that case, I mention what Bastian eats, quote unquote.
He blinks and nods. And he goes about making a meal. The rest of your long rest passes fairly soon after that. Coming to awareness and awakeness, Sebastian would be first off the board there with his 6-hour sentinel.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got some health.
You'd have all your health and spells back
Yeah.
as a note to everyone. Any class abilities, whatever, will have reset and been restored. Those that don't restore on a short rest as well.
Since
I heard a...
Yes. Can I go for a quick look around before everyone else gets up?
Sure.
I want to look at the tracks to see if I can find the tracks we were actually looking for outside.
Righto. So you know where you tracked them to a certain point. You saw where they were and where the bear had broken through the fence, and someone tracked around as it pattered around the main house there, stood at the door for a moment, and then continued south from that door. So as you come out of the main house there, those footprints are literally still right there. So roll a survival for me to track from that point.
Sucks.
You followed for a yeah, I've got it there. You followed for maybe 100 meters, and
walk straight into Bastion.
Then it goes straight into this thick, dense grass and it disappears. The ground too firm to carry a print. There is slight damage to the grass here and there, but you're uncertain whether that was the bears, wolves, or whatever else might be around. Nothing really gives you a visual on it.
Okay, but it's a starting point for us, for others to double check my work.
Mm-hmm.
Morning.
I return inside, and before I enter, I like precipitate my shoes because they've probably got all muddy.
So you ignore Bastion. That's cool, man.
Oh,
These
You
these
just walked
novels, man.
past me.
if,
You
if
got to
we,
remember, he is, even though he's
Oh.
resting, he is still aware.
oh, well then I say, hey,
Yeah, that's fine.
So you go back in, you clean yourself up because you're a fancy boy. Bastion comes back online into full capacity.
Mhm. Wonders what Varys was looking at, sees the prints, and does the same, follows them.
Okay, roll a survival for me.
Oh dear. That's a big
You
fat
get
no.
to that. You get to that same point where you saw him go, and it goes again into that thick, grassy area that's tied together by the grass in the thing, so it doesn't carry a print. There is some disturbance in the grass where something's moved through there, but there's various other spots here and there, and
Yeah.
it doesn't give you a sense of where it could have gone.
I shrug, turn round, and then wander back and go in the farmhouse.
Mhm.
See if there's anything going on.
Mm-hmm. I will leave that to you guys. I am not sort of. You guys can interact
And
with
I
whatever.
smell food being cooked.
You are in a different building.
So
But it doesn't mean I can't smell it.
no.
Roll a perception for me with disadvantage.
Okay.
Because one, you're asleep, and two, it's some distance.
How do I
Right
roll?
click on the dot, go to
Okay.
the thing, or right click on it and you select disadvantage and roll.
Yep.
I believe.
6.
Yeah.
So probably not.
Depends on how much of a light sleeper you are, anyway, man.
Probably fairly light. I think he strikes
I
me as the
think
kind of
with his
guy
career,
in
he
it.
would strike me as being a
Yeah,
bit wary.
especially in a new location.
Mm.
Familiar with.
So I'd say that until you get up and start moving around, you wouldn't have a sense of it. But as soon as you did, you'd probably might catch it on the breeze. At that.
No. Well, I'm going to say in this particular instance that he is just sleeping in because he's catching up on where he, from all of the travelling and all the hijinks. It's been a busy day.
Mm.
He's been busy.
It was a long day. So Bastion's gone into the main house there.
Jadis is definitely still sleeping.
Mm. Roll a perception for me as you go into the main house there, Bastion.
16.
Looking around, you see that Tanya's gear and equipment is still there, but there is no sign of her. On the table is a dodecahedron left
I
out
thought you
and
said
in the
it
open.
packed it away.
Did he sort of take it with him though, going out and doing his check?
no. It's like, but I hate to ask this. Would have you seen the light coming from the house?
Not with that perception he had earlier.
All right. Sorry,
And
just
I was facing
asking.
the wrong way as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
no. I
He
didn't.
would have had to roll fairly high for it,
Mm,
and he rolled abysmally.
yeah.
There was a reason I asked him for that perception check earlier.
Oh,
Um.
never mind
Yeah.
me.
I'd sort of turn to Varys and just go, "Where's Tanya?
She pissed off her little ball thing.
Is it in her pack?"
Yes, I packed all her stuff up. We'll take it with her in case she magically pops
Right.
out of it later. I don't know.
She was messing around with it, wasn't she?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I stick my hand in the pack and pull it out.
Okay, it's slightly warm to the touch. Several of the runes engraved into that crystal arcanum core are
Mhm.
still very faintly glowing.
Mm-hmm. Right. How much do I actually know about this?
Roll a
I'm not
straight
one of them.
intelligence for me.
Straight intelligence,
Actually, history on for you, wouldn't it? I'd say.
possibly. Only a 9.
Um, you're not entirely sure what's happening, but you do recognize one of the runes there, simply because it's of the similarity it carries to the one that you use for your name.
Mm-hmm.
You recognize it as a guard rune. That she has obviously activated some defense.
Ah. Oh
You
dear.
do remember this happening previously one time to a junior arcanist who triggered a dimensional prison that basically a banish spell tied to them to imprison anyone tampering with an arcanum core.
I see. Right. I sit and sort of study it and see what I can sort of pick up, knowing, obviously that I've
Okay,
got
so
got one myself. But
roll an investigation for me.
oh dear, 6.
I was
Really
going to
not
say it'll
good
be
at this artificial
disadvantage anyway since you're not arcane based for anything. Um,
Yeah.
it
Can't
is
get
the
much
glow is
worse.
slowly fading from the runes.
I make a note of which runes, obviously, because I've got perfect recall. Honest.
Sure you do. That is actually a bloody feat, so no, you don't.
Yeah. Yeah. He makes a note of it, which runes they
Mm,
are, and keeps on looking at it because
okay.
he hasn't seen so many of them, of course, because he's not an
They're
artificer.
generally not sort of out in the open.
Well, really not. No, they're usually inside.
It's basically one of your most heavily defended parts. It's like
Yeah.
someone having your heart on the outside,
Yeah.
or
I sort
combination of your heart and your brain out and about.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving
I
on.
just sort of sigh and go, "Oh, Arbiter, what the hell's happening?"
You say that out loud.
Yep.
What did she do?
Give me a tick.
Oh no, this is what I say. This is what I say to Bastion. Do you?
Yeah,
And
What did?
I'll answer it in a second once
All right,
Asher's.
sorry.
the dodecahedron, as you hear the Varus say something in the background, but it's overridden by a quiet voice. Defense activated. Someone's been tampering with my core. Save me, adjunct.
You're my only hope.
You're my only hope. Yes, no, no,
Yeah, hell no.
no. We're not going there.
Too late.
Um,
I hear this
and
and go, Arbiter. She's a new and from an unknown perspective, new artificer. She's still learning, and she accidentally triggered the defenses. If you can, please spit her back out, and I will advise her and teach her not to do that again. If
Roll a
you
persuasion check.
if you could. Persuasion. This is not going to go well. 10.
Your assessment will be taken under advisement for evaluation.
Thank you, Arbiter. I shall keep you safe until then. I put him in my pack. And then pack up Tanya's stuff properly. I then turn to Varys and say, right, you wanted to know what happened. Well, she triggered the defense mechanism. Our cause, of which this is one, in fact, of my arbiter, has a very sophisticated defense mechanism. Anyone tampering who doesn't know what they're doing gets sucked inside. She'll be okay, but the arbiter will determine whether Tanya is a threat or not. I've put in a good word, but that's all I can do. I've asked him to release our little artificer friend, but it's his decision in the end, and the defense mechanism will assess her as to how much of a threat she is. So we have to wait and see what happens. Until then, I shall keep it safe and sound and keep checking on it to see whether there's any activation.
On a side note, I look forward to role playing that situation with Nord.
That's going to be fun. We're all looking forward to that.
Oh, hell yes.
I hope he's got a new character sheet waiting.
Morning, gang. What's happening?
Ah, good morning, Colwyn. And I relate to him what's happened to Tanya.
I
We
wish
also
I could say I was surprised, but I'm not.
We also found some tracks outside. They lead into a bush where we lost them. We can all have, and you guys who are better at tracking can have a go later. But the most important thing is Clarence made us breakfast.
Yes, I think that is the most important part.
Speak for yourself.
Hey, everything's relative.
Yeah.
He's already done. As soon as he heard your voice there, Bastion, when you came in, he's ducked his head out and he's actually bringing you a large tankard of ale at the moment.
Oh, now that's what I call service. You are a very good man, sir. And I down it.
He smiles and says, "It's the least I could do."
No, we shall continue and try and track down the icy bear thing.
At this point, Colwyn winces.
Bastion, following on from your perception check, as you scanned the room earlier, you saw above the fireplace. It's a space room. There's a few books here, bookshelves, basic furniture. He's got a large farm, but with the recent problems, he's fallen on some hard times. But prior to place above that fireplace is a large shield that caught your eye.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I should have put that in earlier, but I got caught up with the
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry, what's the farmer's name? I should know.
Clarence.
Terence.
Terence.
Terence? Oh, sorry, my bad.
Terence Gentle. Terry.
Yeah. Or Big T, as I like to call him.
Big T.
Yeah, Terry. Right. I can't help but be drawn to the shield you have mounted here. Could you tell me about it? It's rather splendid.
He looks at it and goes, it was my grandfather's. He had it after he came back from the wars. He was, oh, not the wars, but he served with the Knights for a time.
Ah, I see. He was a defender.
He was a guardian of the realm.
I wholeheartedly approve. And I go up and sort of inspect the shield, see what it's like. In
He looks
closer
at it,
detail.
lifts it down, hands it to you.
Oh,
If
thank
you'd like it for what you're doing, I mean, it's just collecting dust here.
you. You're
Not
kidding
going
me.
to take that as a family heirloom.
Precisely. I couldn't possibly. I sort of investigate it, see if there's anything about it that I notice. I doubt there will
Oh.
be anything.
Roll an investigation check on it.
I suspect I might need somebody who's 19.
Nice.
At the outer rim on the back of it, you see a faint trace area of rune.
Do I recognise these runes?
Straight in. Investigation that you've got there, somewhat, but without any arcane training, not to really. The nature of runic magic in general, has changed vastly from when you were active,
Right.
due to refinement from
I get you.
a normalized aether, ether
Is there
to
anybody
a
here?
saturation that is there up until this point. It is normalizing now due to the Dark Ascension,
Mm-hmm.
but that is yeah.
Is it clearly better than my shield? It probably is.
It seems to be your shield is it was a item that you've had for years, and by that I mean thousands of years. It is a little rusted. It is a little battered. It has served you for many years and many wars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
This
we're not particularly
is
attached to things, though. To be fair. So.
no. It is in far better condition
Mm-hmm.
than your current shield. Is my point. It is also far newer than your shield.
You what? Sorry.
It is also far newer than your shield.
Well, yes. I said, well, I'll tell you what, Terry. I will take it to use in honor
Mhm.
of your grandfather. I will use it to help defend everybody. I will leave you my shield, and if at the end of this you feel that I should keep the shield and use it, then I will.
Mhm.
But know this, I will never sell it or anything. I will, if I do not have any use for it further, then I will make sure that it gets back to you because it is one of your family heirlooms.
He smiles and goes, "Oh, that's appreciated. I'm just happy that the farm is more important than that, and even to Granddad. It's been in our family for generations,
I
and
see.
as it is, what's happening with the honey, uh, I don't know if I'll be able to keep it going unless something changes."
Yeah, I'm sure we can do our
We'll
best to
get you
make something
sorted,
change.
don't you worry, Big T.
Yeah, I'm with him on this one.
Yeah, Terrence, as far as what's happening with honey, it's just the fact that these beasts are smashing the hives? It's not nothing else, is it?
Well, it's chased off my staff. They've left because of out of fear. I can't manage all those beehives by myself. And then there's the rest of the actual farm with the
What actually needs
veggies and
doing with the
whatnot.
hives?
Hmm?
What actually needs doing to maintain the hives?
I've got to check on them every day, make sure there's no predators like wasps or whatever attacking them. Check the accumulation of honey, collect it.
Mm-hmm.
AKA, for any apiarists out there, beekeepers, I have absolutely no idea and I apologise.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I just turn to him and just go, is everybody's meals ready? To Terence.
But from what
I'm just
one second
asking him
before we
whether
move
he's
on,
got all the
he
breakfast
does
ready.
bring out the food, but you have seen the farm. The biggest problem at the moment is the beehives, and you get the sense that it is the biggest income source. But it is quite a large farm that has crops and whatnot as well.
Yeah, I turn to him and just go, right, all finished? Good. Show me how to maintain a beehive.
Okay, he takes you out and he shows you the basics of it.
Right, I
Gets
just rinse
suited
and
up
repeat.
to
I don't need to suit up.
yeah.
Yeah, here's the suit.
Dink,
So
dink, 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 dink,
you
as he
spend the
works his
better
way
part
down.
of the next
Well, they're having their breakfast. I may as well help him out a bit.
hour as they break their fast, get ready for the day, helping him sort some of the beehives.
Mhm.
As I said, I'm going to try to be a bit more hands off with it to allow you guys to interact. And
Right, this shield, is there anything special about it, Ash, or is it just a shield for now?
as far as you know,
Yep,
you
cool.
can roll. You can. You don't have proficiency in Arcana at all.
I don't
I
have.
know for a fact that you don't.
I've got +1 in it because I'm intelligence, but
Yeah,
that's it.
that's intelligence.
I
Yeah,
need
that's
somebody
different to
else really.
proficiency. Yeah,
I might
you'd
ask.
need someone that's arcane based to actually have a look at it.
I don't know
Which would
who
either
is apart from
you'd either
Tanya.
look. You know that you've got someone that's college trained as a dancer, which is very close to being a guild trained, college trained, very
Yeah.
similar sort of
Would I
thing.
know
As
what that
you
was?
wouldn't know that as with your character though.
I will ask
You've
them whether anybody can have a look at it from an arcane point of view and just check it out.
from the
So,
fight last night, you saw two people actually use magical abilities.
mhm,
Varus with the those bolts and the healing that he's done,
mhm,
and Jadis with that leopard scream. Do you
mhm.
get the sense that there was something magical about that?
Well, I will ask them once I've finished tending the hives and everybody's actually up, because Jada's isn't up yet.
Nope.
Although she will be when I get back and wake her up. That's going to be a fun one. And yes, I will have my shield out at that point.
Right, so how are we gonna proceed? Metal Man's checking out beehives. Wonder if he's changing profession. But
Alright.
I ain't got no clue on how to take this forward.
All right. As far as I can say, well, I can show you where I lost the tracks. Maybe you can pick them up.
That's a good plan. Let's do it.
I just had a thought,
Oh god.
which I want to do a quick dice roll. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do a recheck on my thing? But this time, although this time I'm. Thank you for the Panadol. Yeah. I rolled a 20 on an intelligence check just to see if I would come up with this. And instead of looking for tracks, I want to look for frost damage in the grass this
Okay.
time when we get out there.
Yeah.
I figure I can role play that re-rolling
Yeah.
anyway.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We'll get to that when you head back out. That's fine. That is very intelligent, and you. I'm assuming you rolled high enough on your intelligence.
20.
20.
Right. I was up from the table
Yeah.
getting Panadol because he had a fort.
Well, yeah.
I'd say that sitting there and thinking it over, mulling over your breakfast, that you'd definitely be able to come up with that.
Yeah.
Having thought about what you've seen about this creature and its tracks and its nature.
Yeah, good plan. Nice one, Trish. And as you wander past to go and have a look, all you can hear is ding, 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 as all the
Ding,
bees
ding, ding,
bouncing.
ding, 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 ding.
ding.
Sorry.
As the bees bounce off past you. No Spaceballs references,
Actually,
please.
no. No. Give me 1 second. Let's do a thing here. Nope. So we're gonna do a few rolls here. That's not gonna hit because you're armor class. So, and you're right. For the most part, it's ding, 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 because they bounce off you. I rolled free over for
Yeah,
20-minute intervals. Unfortunately for you, the last one was a natural 20.
Ow.
So, as you're going along, a bee lands on your neck, and you don't think anything of it because it's just been bing, 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 bing. But it gets it in up under your chin there, where there's due to the necessity of the flexibility,
Mhm.
it's not as armored, and you feel a piercing as the bee stings you. Take
Yep.
1 point of damage.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's gonna be a bugger to get cream on that.
Well, yeah, I can't be poisoned. Well, I've got advantage against
You
being
can't be
poisoned anyway.
poisoned, yeah.
I can't be diseased or magically slept.
Yeah,
I
there
can
you
be
go. There you
poisoned,
go.
but I'm resistant.
Yeah.
Do I need to do a con save?
No, no. I dare say you've been inoculated against bee stings, that you're not allergic or anything.
No. No, he's not.
I doubt you were designed to actually be allergic to bees.
Not sure the thought would have occurred to the designers, but sure.
Uh,
Just poisons in general being resistant, so.
Hmm. I'll, you're fine, man. I'm not going to have you go into an anaphylactic shock.
No, he definitely wouldn't do that.
okay.
Anaphylactic. I knew I was close with the word.
Anaphylactic, yeah.
Yeah. I knew. Oh, damn, I echoed. Anyway, I'm stepping
Yes,
back and you
moving on.
guys can.
We've got these guys tracking down the bottom.
Yes. So, do I need to roll anything, or is it an assisted roll for?
I'd say do an assisted roll, survival, whoever's doing it, and do it with advantage. With that fort to track for frost.
That will be me. I've got survival +2.
Yep, way better than one.
Okay.
Roll with advantage.
Hey, 17.
So you get to that same point with the grass where the tracks itself face. And you notice it's the same thing that they did, where things have passed through there, whether it's a wolf, it's a bear. But you, with that thought, looking for Frost, you see Frost on this blade of grass there, a little bit further on. It's enough for you to continue tracking through that thick grass.
So
Is everybody there, or is Kitty still sleeping?
Well, I had mentioned kind of in the last session that she had basically spent 2 weeks on very little sleep, and she did say that the moment that she did go to sleep, she probably wouldn't wake up for several days. So yes, Kitty is still sleeping.
In that case, mark yourself 2 points of exhaustion, I would have said, and take one of them off, so 1 point of exhaustion. That being the case.
Widow conditions. There we go.
Because you have had a long rest to get rid of it.
Yep.
I didn't click to it. I would have had you thought that.
There was also a long rest before we went out there too. I think, or a short rest or something.
Yeah. So she's had a couple of days of rest. I'm still gonna have that point of exhaustion till the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It takes more than a day or two to recover from sleep deprivation.
It certainly does, yeah.
All right. At this rate, I'm going to say to Colin, it might be an idea to go get everyone. Maybe wait to go get everyone, and maybe let's all do this together.
well, how about you go grab them? I'm gonna look around. Don't worry, I won't go far.
Yep, but you're the best at this, and I don't really want to be calling out Colin, and then get attacked by this bear thing.
Having said that, he does have the best stealth out of the group, and so he's alright. It's generally sensing he's getting ahead. He's alright, as would Jadis be. Out of a lot of yous, those two have the best stealth out of a lot of yous. Colin's a +7, I think Jadis is a +5.
For what?
Stealth.
Yes.
Right. Have I finished my beekeeping so far?
You at this point, you've seen them moving around, checking the tracks. So I'd say that you're aware that they're starting to move forward.
Right.
You see Varys moving back towards the main building.
Right. Right, Terry. I'm going to have to leave it there, I'm afraid, but I'll do a bit more when I get back. It looks
Sorry.
like we're about to go off and see if we can't track down this bear thing.
It wouldn't be the main building that Varys is heading back to. It'd be to the
Yeah.
building that
Valley's in.
Jadis would have been in.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's smart and he's bringing her breakfast. I don't know.
I'm bringing her breakfast, and if I see if I see Bastion, I say, hey Bastion, let's go wake up. I say, hey Bastion, let's. I think it's time to wake up Jadis, and maybe get this search on the road.
Big
As a
metal
note,
skills needed. I get it.
As a note for this, so to remind you, Colin, that MVP inspiration expires this session.
I'm aware. Don't you
Yeah.
worry.
Yeah.
But thank you for saying.
But yes, I've said my sort of oh sorry, gotta goes to Terry and wander off with Varys to go wake up Grumpy Kitty.
Actually, I'm gonna do a quick intelligence check to see if I think to bring her breakfast. To see if I think to bring her breakfast.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Well, that's not for you to decide, but I'll sort of say, yeah, that's well and truly. I mean, personal roles. If you feel you set yourself a DC for it, that's fine, I guess.
I fig-
12 things you'd
I
do.
figure about a 50% chance of me thinking, hang on, she's gonna be pissed off. I better do something to
Yeah,
eliminate that. So
yeah.
that
So
was
you
my
go
thinking.
into the thing, you get a nice big cup of cave and a meal, whatever's left there, and off you go into the jaws of death.
Well, Bastion just goes first and thumps on the door in Bastion's
Shield
usual
out.
style with his shield out because he's not stupid.
Really?
Uh,
Well,
who is it?
Room service.
Leave it by the door. I will be 5 minutes.
Okay. Your breakfast getting cold though. See you in 5.
Oh yeah, and saying because at this point Varys says, and just a gentle reminder, checkout is in 10 minutes.
Whatever.
You think you're getting movement out of them?
I love how they built themselves up to all of this sort of like kind of, oh my god, she's going to be pissed, and it's like kind of,
Yeah,
no,
Jadis
she's
isn't
just,
awake enough to be pissed.
yeah, she's just
Love
That
it.
requires
she
effort
just
and energy.
wakes up like everybody. What did you think I was, Gertie?
I
point, yeah.
was literally thinking that. Not that I was thinking that.
I'd
It's
actually
just
forgotten about that, but good point.
no.
Gertie
The
would
thing is,
probably
they don't know what your personality is like and how much of a morning person you are and how you react.
Jadis is actually usually a very morning person.
Yeah, she's just
But the
exhausted.
thing is, none of you really know each other yet. I
Yeah.
think is the point.
Accurate.
Bastion's dealt with enough soldiers to know what happens quite often when you wake them up.
That's because they're trained to be on rearing me.
Jadis isn't a soldier.
Hmm.
Yeah, but Bastion's experiences don't include somebody like Jadis.
Mm.
So just in case.
So yes, 5 minutes on the dot. She walks out, cleanly dressed. She has got
Did she just got the foot in a dinner? Because that's
no.
where we left it.
I know she's not an idiot. But anyway, she opens the door, sidesteps the breakfast. She's in her usual sort of like kind of traveling clothes, and this time she has purple stripes
Nice.
on grey fur.
What's everyone's passive perception? We
12.
got a 12, 12, 13 on Varus. 12 on Varus. I'd say you all notice that it's fairly. It stands out like a sore thumb to a certain extent. I mean,
She gulps the coffee down in one go, and she's sort of like kind of got the tray in one hand now, and is just sort of like kind of picking at the food. As she sort of like kind of casually wanders over, bag slung over her shoulder.
Yeah. Yes, just to fill you in,
Yeah.
and then explains what's happened to Tanya, and then what they've been, sort of what everybody's been doing, but he leaves it to Colwyn and Varys to explain, obviously, what if they've found anything else down by at the end of the tracks. So.
Colwyn's still out there looking. He hasn't come back. He
Right,
sent an
yeah,
elf.
cool. Yeah. So I
we'll
turned
get
to
to you in a
Varys.
second. Yeah.
No worries.
So I turned to Varys and get him to fill Vanny in on what they've found out at the bottom of the field.
Yeah. And as far as that goes, I basically say I found some tracks. They led to some dense grass. And then we had the idea of looking for frost damage, and Colwyn's tracking it now. We should get going before he gets too far ahead. When you're ready, though.
Oh, we can leave now. Food is good. Food to go.
I
I
lead
should
them.
probably give Trey back though.
Yeah, probably a good plan. I pick up Tanya's pack and sort of add it to my own pretty much.
Not a problem.
I can carry
So,
it.
as you head off, I'm assuming that Colwyn's left a few marks for you to follow.
Yeah, I was literally about to
Mm.
say I'm carving
Mm.
arrows in the trees that are
Yeah.
obvious enough.
Yeah, I'd say that everyone for being over a 10 perception, you don't have any problem noticing them. Are you going ahead quietly and carefully?
That's the plan. That also gives
Roll a
enough time for them to
stealth for
catch
me
up.
there.
Okie dokie. I'm going to re-roll that with my inspiration.
Perfect.
Probably a good idea.
Much better.
Nice.
So you watched him walk into that long grass before he left there, Varus, and just disappeared.
Like Homer Simpson.
Anyway,
Oh yes. As we sort of going, I sort of said to Jadis, "Are you any good at looking at sort of magical objects? Because the farmer's given me this sort of shield, and I think there's more to it than meets the eye. There's some runes on it and things. Any chance you could have a look at it at some point?"
Oh yes, pass here, pass here.
So I do.
I hold it for a minute as I cast Identify.
Nice.
are you doing that as a ritual or?
Yes.
Can't remember how long rituals.
I think that's a 10-minute ritual. See, I'll say you can do it as you're moving along, but your perception will be basically zero. That
Well, Bastion will be keeping an eye out definitely while she's doing this.
okay. So before we go, I'll get that to you a second, Benny. Colwyn, I'll
Yep.
get you to roll a survival for me.
No, it's a cast.
Okay, you can't do it as a ritual cast, but there you go. So mark that off as a, I think it's a first level spell, isn't it?
Yep.
And that I've sent you the details on it. You can send that on to Phil. Explain what it is. I'll send that to Phil as well, actually, to Bastion. So
So I look at it for a minute, kind of feeling the hum of the energies. This is interesting. This is Shield of Missile Attraction. It is a cursed shield. Tuning to it will curse you until you are targeted by Remove Curse spell. Removing the shield fails to end curse on you. So if you attune to it and you remove shield, you're still cursed.
I see.
But whenever a ranged weapon attack is made against a target near you, it will target you instead. You
Ooh.
become magnet for ranged shit.
Yeah, okay, that's worth it.
it's a double-edged sword, basically.
Yeah, but it's still worth it for in Bastion's mind because other people don't get
Yeah.
hit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Uh,
yes.
You can literally now draw aggro.
Yeah. And at this point, Varus says, "So if I do my energy bolts, does that mean they're going to divert to him?"
No, they've got to target one of us.
All right.
It doesn't
Yeah.
say.
No,
Read
it
what it
doesn't.
says there.
Yeah. Whenever a ranged weapon attack is made against a target within
Yeah.
10 feet of me.
So a ranged weapon attack. It doesn't define
Yeah, that's
friendly
correct.
or
Yeah,
enemy.
so if you fire something at an enemy that I'm engaged with, you'll hit me. You don't know this, of course.
Nope.
Well, we know that there's a ranged weapon attack, so
Well, you do, because I've just told you.
yeah.
Mhm.
And since you've told me, I'm guessing other people have heard it.
And so we now know that we have to stay 10 feet away from him when using ranged weapons. Hang on. Hang on. Network's down, I think. The whole... Yeah. Tomorrow, if I'm feeling up for it, I'll go for a ride to see if I can get the part to switch out in the network. Let's check. Is it the modem? Or is it the... Is the internet still connected here? Is that the issue? Or is it the data transfer? The internet's still connected. Alright, sorry to anyone watching the stream about that internet dropout or whatever. So let's go back to where we were and let's start this,
Yep. So
yeah.
I'm back on and properly. Stream's back up and running. What was the last thing that was said there that people heard over in Britland?
Not entirely sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so we'll just move forward. I was going to get Colin to do a survival check to continue following those tracks.
Yes, I will do that now. Hey, 21.
Perfect. So it's not actually come up on my screen there. Let me reload that. Let me reload above VTT and Edge of Eternity because I'm not showing any roles. Oh yeah, 21. There we go. It's updated now. Perfect. So without any effort, you have got a lock on this now, and you continue forward quietly, carefully, leaving a mark behind for your companions to follow. Roll a perception check for me.
Okay. Oh dear, 6.
You're not sure if they're how far behind you they are, but I'm assuming you have faith that they are following.
Yeah, although if I'm not getting anything at this point, I'm thinking even though I'm really well hidden, I might want to just wait.
Okay. So you hunker down in a secluded spot behind a tree amongst the scrub and wait, carefully concealed. So who's leading what's the marching order for the rest of the group? And how are you proceeding?
Well,
He'll
I'd take
go
my shield
first.
back for a start, and then probably follow Vanny.
Okay, so we're gonna go top to bottom for the guys so people aren't talking over each other.
Mm-hmm.
So whereabouts were you, Bastian?
Right, I take my shield back from Jadis and thank her profusely, and ask her to lead because she's best at tracking.
Okay.
And I follow on directly behind her.
Yep, and Varus leading up the rear in that case. Not an issue. So, are you guys going carefully? Are you
Yep,
trying to stay nice and quiet?
I am.
So, Anyone that is trying to be sneaky, I will get you to roll. Yep, you're already over it. Well, over it. Remember, it's the middle of the day, Varus, so yours is a disadvantage. Not that will matter with that roll.
Definitely not.
Okay, so to the best of your knowledge, you are being stealthy as hell. Jadis. Between the clank, clink of the armor of the construct.
I must admit, when you say kind of to the best of your knowledge, I think we're all aware that no, they're not actually being stealthy.
No. It's not that Varus is making a lot of noise, it's just that armor is so damn gaudy it stands out like a sore thumb.
He's not camouflaged. Bastion's doing his best.
So, going off that, we have. We'll proceed forward. Give me a tick. Colin. You see
Yes.
Jada. You miss Jada's coming past you. Bastion walks straight past you, and you see Varus there, walking through the forest. His armor virtually glows in the light.
Ow, my eyes.
Yeah, which of us hears that?
Passive perception, I'd say. Did he say it out loud, or was he just being?
That was, sorry, internal monologue.
Yeah, yeah.
Okie dokie. And with that, he's going to wait until the.
Well, honestly, with your stealth, I mean, they've all seen you there with their passive perception.
Oh, they've seen me.
Yeah, well, that oh, your stealth. Man, what was your stealth 20? No, they don't have a bloody
Yeah, as I was about to
hope
say.
in hell. No,
Nope,
sorry,
no idea.
I looked at your perception. Sorry about that. They have no idea that you're there. Having said that, the first two just walk straight past you. Actually, passive perception, you would have seen Bastion as well,
Yeah.
because you're a 12. You wouldn't have seen Jada, so.
Nope.
Nope. You got to be very careful. And going to ask. No, in fact, I'm not gonna ask. Like I said, gonna wait until they're about 10 paces ahead, step out from behind, and say in a sort of level tone, "Oi, don't forget about me."
I've stopped and turned round and just go, there you are.
How could we?
Fairly easily.
Ah,
If you want
nice
to
to
be
see the kitty
noticed,
still got the claws.
if you want to be noticed, it is best if you actually stand where people can see you.
I leave that to the Tin Man.
Okay.
Well, as useful as that would be, Tin Man was not with you; he was with us. So
Right. Shall we continue? If our two trackers can
Yep.
track.
So, again, I'll get everyone to reroll stealth since you would have broken whatever stealth you had there with the conversation and the noise you made.
Can I do survival first so I know which way I'm going?
Yep. Do your survival.
I rolled a 12.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Colin, use.
Oh, that's stealth. Okay, never mind.
Yep. Oof, he disappears again. Benefits of being short.
And
Yeah.
point made.
I'm good at what I do.
It disappears. It's like, I could do that too.
But yeah, so I'm shadowing the group basically, so that they're aware that I'm around. Just don't see me. They don't think that I've been gobbled up.
Actually, ignore
Yeah.
my stealth check. I am not. I'm being quiet, but I'm not stealthing.
Okay.
I'm trying to and failing.
All right, all right,
Yeah, fat roll.
all right. As far as this goes, I'm going to say that I've realized that my armor is kind of shining brightly, and I touch the armor and it goes black.
That's a cantrip, yeah?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Righto. Until this point, you should have been rolling disadvantage on stealth rather than advantage. So, from here with that, it'd be a straight normal roll.
True. Yeah, my bad. I completely forgot about that. But yeah.
So, have we got a survival in there outside Jadis? Who's actually leading the march
Yeah, I
now?
rolled a
Because I know
10.
Janus was up the front. Coleman, whereabouts are you marching now that you've rejoined them?
Aka, he said.
Okay. At the back?
Yes.
Yep, okay. Not a problem.
Potentially
So,
catching anything I miss.
yep.
Is Ed doing a survival check?
Oh, do I need to
No,
do?
he's at the back.
Yeah,
He's following.
I'm your
Right.
scout.
Hmm
Support.
He's your rear guard.
Fair enough.
So, Jadis, looking for that frost damage. You do find it. You miss it. It's a bit slower, but knowing what you're looking for, you do follow it. Not as pace slows a little bit, but you manage to lead the group forward.
Mhm.
You continue on. Trees growing denser and thicker as you move into a more heavily forested area. And passive perception, in the distance you hear the sound of running water.
I am going to pause a moment to tie up my skirts so that they are more of just sort of like kind of a slightly baggy knee length short type things.
Okay.
Increase my range of movement, won't get caught on shit.
So you continue on. Still moving at a careful pace, not stealth.
Yeah, because I am still tracking.
Okay. So roll another survival for me.
8. I'm gonna change these dice.
So you get to this kind of like a cutting with a small river, oh, somewhere between a river and a creek, with a fairly sturdy wooden bridge, and you basically see that you've been following a forester's trail at this point, and this bridge continues across the river.
I inspect the bridge for its kind of.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
11.
It seems sturdy enough.
And do the tracks go towards the bridge or?
From what you saw, the last one seemed to be heading directly in that direction.
Can I double check?
Roll a survival check for me.
17.
They, you get pushed through to the other side of the bridge and see a track on the other side of it.
Is there anything different about this track, or
It just seems to be the same one. It's just found a muddy patch that had stepped in, left a big, decent bare track there to confirm that you are heading in the right direction.
okay? I will carry on.
Yeah,
Give me
I'm still
one
following.
moment.
Probably fall through the bridge, knowing me.
I'll get everyone to roll. As you're crossing the bridge, you hear two voices talking. What languages does everyone speak?
Alan and Salamnik.
Common and Dwarvish.
Common,
Okay.
common, dwarvish, elvish, chronic.
Okay. Cool.
Bear with me. Don't think I've got any other languages on here. There's nothing in feats. Very, very stealthy. We already know that. Yeah, the only other form of communication I think I know is thieves' cant, and that's not relevant here. Oh, I've got common halfling and thieves' cant. There we go.
Okay, that's fine. You don't. None of you understand what it's being said, but to your left, as you're coming across, you hear two voices. And to your left, you see two smallish green figures armed with short bows pointing at you and calling across to each other.
I immediately pull my shield up, my
Okay.
hammer out.
I'll be right back. I think I heard someone at the door.
Okay.
Okay.
And position myself between them and the group.
Okay, so from there we'll roll initiative. And they miss out on their surprise round.
Behe.
I went off your passive perception because no one was really looking out. And two of them rolled like really badly.
I mean, I was tracking.
You were tracking tracks, yes.
We got a little.
I could have got
map
you
test,
to
or we
do a
not?
perception. Actually, for anyone that's helping you, I'm assuming that everyone's keeping a lookout. I'll get one of you to roll perception with advantage. Possibly Venny, since she was in the lead.
Yeah.
Uh,
Nice.
oh wait, that's. Do I need to roll again, or is that just anybody
No,
help?
that's fine. That's you can do advantage if you want. Yeah, do advantage. Do another one. Because you could get a nat 20.
18.
No, we'll take the 18. So you see off to the left those two creatures, and directly ahead of you another two. And with that, while we're waiting for Ed, we will rip you up into the river crossing on above VTT. And we will position you all there.
All I'm seeing is a black sheet.
Yep, I'll get there. I'll get there. It's daytime, so you guys would have
Yeah.
a decent visual on that. Did that sort it?
No,
I'm back.
afraid not.
I've got the outline on there, but it is black.
Yep, give me a tick. That should have.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
So, for handsome, but that's fine. So, going off the marching order that you gave me, we've got Jada said that's just come across. Bastion was second in line. Oh, I've accidentally opened a character screen. I'll fix it in a second. And I need to select. So you'd be there, coming off the bridge. Colin
I
is
had
probably
positioned
back here.
myself between me and the foe. Don't
Okay.
forget.
So you've moved. I'll allow you to move forward slightly there then.
Yeah.
So you see these two.
Sorry,
Yeah.
where are we? Where are we looking?
This is above VTT, man. I've moved you all to a new map.
Sorry, bear with us.
Basically, you came to that bridge and you heard a few voices talking. Scouting perception wise, you rolled high enough that their stuff was shite. It really was.
Mhm. Good.
So you can see the four of them there.
I'm just trying to get onto VGT because it's only the second time I've.
Yep. Should be able to launch it from D&D Beyond, man. Oh, that's where you
It's got.
generally.
I'm on the campaign page.
So if you go to campaign, if you go under your character, it says join. It's a big blue button that says join above
there we go.
VTT.
So, loading up. Hey, there we go. Lovely.
Right, so we're going to
Paul
open the
Mundus
combat
is connected
tracker.
to the service.
We're going to do this. We're going to go.
I was also going to
all you
request
to.
a small break
Yep,
in a little
you
bit
can do
just so
that.
I can grab food, have
Not a
say,
problem. So we'll
Actually-
take a break there.
Yep.
back on the hour.
Cause,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
That's 20 minutes, isn't it? So,
Mm-hmm.
how many folks gone to sleep? I don't like it.
Oh, Phil.
So
We'll be right back after these
After these
messages.
messages. Enjoying the absence of messages from our sponsors, so that will change in the next week or two, apparently, which is awesome. So first things, battle at the river crossing. We will get everyone to roll an initiative. I've already done it for the individuals you're facing.
Oh. I'll do it again because it obviously didn't register.
I didn't register on it. I hadn't added it. I hadn't
Right,
set up the combat tracker yet in the VTT.
Fair enough.
Generally, as a rule, wait for me to tell it because I've got things that I need to set up.
No problem.
Because there's a chance that you guys could have stealth straight past this, but you weren't rolling stealth, so I hadn't actually set it up.
Okay. So I need to roll again, do I?
Yeah, it didn't show on it. I can enter it in manually, but it hasn't shown
I've just
anything on
rolled
the.
a 13, but it hasn't shown anything on the
It
combat.
it oh, it's still going on mine. There it goes. It's sorted. It's still coming through on the
I'll
game
wait
log.
for everybody, right? Yeah.
Yep. Right, top of the round. Beep, beep, beepity, boop, 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 boop. So, roll a perception check for me starting out. Actually, Colin, yes. Colin and Jadis. Easy enough. Two of you recognize these as goblins. Varys, I haven't got you to roll one because as an elf you would have had very little to no interaction with goblins. With Jadis and Colin both being from either Earl's Bay or Summerford, they would have had some knowledge or seen them.
Guess lecture by Gertie. Let's go.
Especially with you being at the Bard's College, the Dancers College Guild / Guild. I mean, the Mages Guild is just across the way. Anyway, top of the round. We are going to go to
I do have pizza in the oven. It should be
Oh,
done
wait
in
up.
the next, like, 5-10 minutes.
Fair enough.
Okay, so at first top of the round, you see a larger goblin ahead of you on the rock here. The one to the north. Start yelling orders. He sees that you've seen them. No idea what he's saying. And all four of them look at you and start converging on you.
On me.
And he is well, the group in general.
Alright, okay. Um,
And he's going to hop down from there and move 30 foot in your direction. And okay, so yes.
I'm just gonna yell out. Do you
45
speak
foot
common?
Mhm.
Hand over your gold.
That would be no.
Boss says that you've
You
got
have
them
what?
for the boss. Doesn't answer you. Starts yelling at his friends in Goblin again. His underlings.
I
And
wonder who boss
that
is.
will end the Goblin boss's turn. He's going to just move forward. Better. What's the range on his short bow? Important questions. Javelin, sorry. 30 foot, 120 disadvantage.
We're about 60 foot away, mate.
You are about 60 foot. So he knows it's out of range, so he's going to end his turn there. This guy, however, Goblin number 2, is 45. Yeah. Yep, no. I believe these are the guys with the. Having to change it over to bows. So he is going to take a shot at Jadis.
He isn't.
He thinks he's going to take a shot at Jadis. That's a natural 20. So you watch him draw a bead on Jadis and leaves the bow straight at her, and as it just curves towards you there, Bastion. And I believe a natural 20 is going to hit regardless.
It is, but I still take
So,
half damage.
that'll be 10 points of damage. Half, yeah, you've got missile resistance now. So that'll be 5 points of damage.
Yep.
So that'll end Goblin 2's turn. Which will bring us to Jadis.
Okay, I am going to. How far away are they?
They are about 45 feet.
45 feet.
Yep, 45 feet from where you are. The one to the diagonally southwest of you is 45. The one to the south of you is 45. The one that moved towards you that seems to be yelling orders is 60 foot.
Okay. Hmm. I am going to throw one of my discs.
Okay. What's the range on those?
20 to 60 foot.
So that'll be a disadvantage unless you move closer.
That shield's within 10 meters, isn't it?
It only affects targets if it's targeted at something near him.
Yes, I know. Within sort of like kind of. That's why I want to remain within that kind of 10 foot of
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah. It's 10
So-
foot, so you could move to 10 foot closer, but you still wouldn't be within that 20 foot.
There?
Hmm
Okay,
That will put you at about 35 foot from that goblin.
Yep. See what happens. So, what, I roll the hit
Just
dice twice?
if you roll right click on it, you should have an option to roll it at disadvantage.
Yep.
Colin, on a note, just double check what your stealth was because I believe you were stealthed.
11.
I was 20.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, not one of them's got anywhere near that on their rolls. That will. You said 20, Vinny?
11.
11. Okay, no, that doesn't hit.
And I
That
get
won't.
a slight tink as it returns to my belt.
Okay.
As a bonus action, though,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be weird, but you guys will feel a sort of like kind of pulse vibrate as she actually begins to purr. And I'll give any I will give you all bardic inspiration.
Give everyone bardic inspiration. Damn.
Apart from our enemies, I hope.
Apart from enemies.
Just to make that clear.
So,
What does bardic inspiration do?
as a bonus action, a creature other than yourself within 60 foot that can hear you gains an inspiration die, 1d6 for 10 minutes. The creature can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. This can be added
That-
after seeing the row. So
Right.
As a note, you've got to choose who you give that to.
I am
Yeah.
going to give it to Bastion.
Okay.
I am going to have to run up to something before I can use that.
Mm-hmm. But
That's all right.
yeah, mark
Unless
that
I'm
you've got
using a
inspiration there.
Unless I'm using a saving throw or something.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just don't forget to mark that you've got that inspiration there.
She's basically turned her purring into a musical instrument.
It's kidding. You're
She-
I'll
in
mark it
Skype,
as
kidding.
inspiration.
She can't sing, but she can purr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But kind of when a cat settles on your chest and just begins that kind of purring, that weird sort of like kind of rolling vibrate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
And you hear a metallic sort of ringing of Bastion as you give it to him.
Righto. So that ends your turn there, does it, Jadis?
I believe so. Yeah.
So that will bring us to the goblin south of you there. Seeing you advance like you have, he is going to roll an attack on Jadis, or he thinks he's going to. And that is an 8. So he draws a bead down on you, and you're sure he's got you, and it goes straight towards you, and then just veers slightly, goes over your shoulder, dunk, straight off the shield that Bastion's carrying.
Starting to like the shield, I've got to admit.
It's a nice item. It could be a bit of a double-edged sword, and for your companions who don't understand what it does. As a note, Colin, you wouldn't be aware of what the shield does. You weren't aware. You weren't there for when it was identified.
Yes, thank you for the reminder. I was holding that in my head, but
Yep. Cool.
it's, yeah.
Perfect.
Hopefully there won't be shenanigans.
Yes,
There's
there will.
always shenanigans. So let's go. The goblin here in the dark and crusty sort of robe is going to move forward. And that is 320. He is going to fire again at Bastion. Since he sees everyone else attacking Bastion. Or he thinks he sees everyone trying to attack Bastion. That is a 15, which will not surpass 20. So that will bring us to adjunct 2A9 Bastion.
Not an awful lot I can do here because I don't think I can actually reach anybody.
I think they're about 45 foot from you.
I am going to just move
Yeah.
to here.
Mhm.
Not sure there's anything else I can do at the moment.
Okay.
Nothing really. I mean, apart from seeing if I know what these creatures are, is there any way that I would? I don't know.
Not so much, man.
No, that's fair enough. I didn't think there would be. But, okay. That's all I can really do. I don't want to move too far away from everybody because I'm a missile magnet at the moment. Everybody
Yep,
else probably needs to
understandable.
move up. So
You're probably going to have to, because otherwise we'll just be trading shots.
Mm.
mhm.
But we'll see what happens in the next couple of rounds. I need to go and check my pizza. Hang on.
Yeah. Yep. Over to Varys.
Okay.
Actually
Gillison
rolled higher
Varys.
than Colwyn. Wow.
Oh,
Mhm.
hang on. I am going to sort of ready myself in case anybody closes and.
So you're
So-
going to ready a reply if anyone enters your
Yeah.
melee range? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot about that. Sorry. Carry on.
You're right.
I'm going to move across the bridge so that Colwyn can safely cross behind. So that Colwyn can safely cross behind us. And
So you can get up to anywhere right beside either Jadis or Bastion or whatnot there. If you're 30 foot.
yep. So I move 30 feet, and I'm going to do an Eldritch Blast on blue guy blue guy at the top.
Okay. The goblin that's been yelling all the orders. Go for
Yep.
it. Make your rolls.
It was almost a 19. So almost a 19.
So he sees it, lifts his shield, bats it, sort of in place, just flicks, and you see the beam hit that shield and disperse. He snarls and yells something to the rest of the goblins. Is there anything else you're doing, or is that it? Okay, not a problem.
I'm probably going to
Not
Probably
on
going to
my-
like kneel
No.
down or get like a better position ready for something else, but I don't know what.
Mm.
Just like
That's just for medic. It won't actually have any
Yeah,
effect. But go on. So that'll bring us to the mighty scoundrel of Summerford.
Who
The man
none
they
of us
call
can
Colwyn.
see.
As far as you know, he's around. You don't.
No idea where.
It's details. Okie dokie. Now, my move.
Hey, I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
Okay.
It's just come on to my turn. Sorry, remind me where I find movement on the character sheet.
Yeah, I haven't actually. I got your sheets up. Look at
Yeah,
them.
speed.
Give me a second.
Next to your
Yeah, it
proficiency
says
bonus.
speed. Yeah. I really don't look at the character sheets that much. I use the general sense on my phone to keep a track of your passives.
I think it's 30 foot, Ed, for you.
No, is it 25 foot for a halfling?
Oh, he's a halfling. Yeah, of course.
Hmm.
Yeah, 25 foot.
Okay.
Should be next to where your
Yeah.
health is.
Thank you, Becca. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, walking 25 feet. So many boxes to keep an eye on.
So that'll get you halfway across the bridge, from what I can tell on your movement, just past halfway, which will put you
I'm
within 80
wondering.
foot of the any of the enemies there, from what you can see.
I'm wondering whether or not I could do like a running leap, and would I be able to clear more
That'll
ground?
be that you would, but that's a jump action, which will
Okay.
take your action.
Like,
Except as a
can I
rogue,
use
I don't.
acrobatics for that, or would it be
Sure
athletics?
can.
You can
It,
double
it
move
does.
while lad.
Yeah, you can. As a bonus action, as a rogue, I think you can dash to use your bonus action to do double movement.
I'm going to do that because there's no
I
point in being.
think just check your feats there, man. I don't know what level you get
That's
that at. I think
correct.
it's basically starting out.
High dash and something else, I think.
Disengage.
Yeah, it's a cunning action.
Mm,
Yeah.
I love how Baldur's Gate 3 has made certain things so much easier to remember and
understand.
recall.
Yeah.
A
But
double
yeah,
move
Yeah.
would put you
Yep.
in between me and Varys, roughly. Or
Mhm.
round
Yeah.
about that point.
Would the goblins need to make a perception check to see me kind of?
I've already done that for them. They didn't see you at all. As
Okay,
far
so I'm going to
and
go here.
I will let you know that your attack's going to be a sneak attack
Yep.
at this
So,
point.
do I have a reasonable eyes on Goblin Orange?
Yes, you do. Any of those is well within your bow shot at the moment. Furthest is 60 foot away.
Okay,
So
I'm going to. That's rolling with advantage.
why are
Against
you
the.
rolling with advantage? Sorry. Oh,
Sorry.
stealth. Yep. Never mind. Yeah. Don't worry about me. Yep. Don't worry about me.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So roll your damage with that. I think that hits.
Yep, and damage as a sneak. Does that, or is it just purely?
No,
Yep.
you get
That
your sneak
does your
damage.
sneak attack damage on that.
Right, I'm just trying to remember how to apply sneak damage because at the
So
moment.
roll your damage from your bow first.
Yep.
Then if you go down further on your actions list,
Oh yeah, that's
you'll
it. Yeah.
see snack attack damage. So you roll one, and then you roll a vulnerable item.
Okay, so
So
that's 9.
the goblin doesn't even see the arrow that takes his life. Oh, I like it. I zero the hit points out and it puts a little cross for him.
Nice.
Things I'm sorry, we're still discovering about the VTT here, guys. It's the first time for it. So that's your bonus action for the dash and your action to murder that goblin,
Yep.
which will bring us around to the next one. So let's go. He will move there. Give me 1 second to roll something here. No, he. Okay. Coming up from the back, you see another goblin. He. I had him re-roll his stealth at the start of that move as he moved forward. He rolled badly as opposed to his natural 20 before. So, seeing this, seeing you murder his friend, he's going to make a bow attack against Colin. I like how they think they can do this. Right.
Who's shooting at
So
me? Oh, right.
give me a tick. Give me a tick. I've got to do something here. Bip. Because you've all seen him now.
Right.
There's another one that you hadn't seen previously.
Yeah.
That is an 18, which will miss again. But you just bat the arrow out of the air with your shield.
Yep.
And that will end his turn and brings back around to the goblin boss. who will, at this point, having been attacked by our wonderful, wonderful elven diplomat,
Just to
is going
interrupt a
to.
second, I
Mhm.
honestly thought I heard you say goblin bus, and I was just like, oh!
A goblin bus.
Shoot.
Sorry,
Okay.
Don't
relax.
give him ideas.
Well, why do you think they're angry? Their bus broke down out here in the middle of
Oh, yeah,
nowhere.
good point.
No, I've never involved innocent buses in this.
Fair.
How dare you imply that?
It's all right.
Bus, you say?
It said that, and I was automatically thinking of a goblin version of the cat bus from My Neighbor Totoro.
Righto. So he is going to actually launch a javelin at Varus there.
He isn't.
That is within. Don't crush his dreams. He thinks he's going to, which is a 16. So
Nope.
nope. Again, you just see it coming in. It's the strangest thing watching these weapons arc towards you. And again, you just slap it out of the air with your shield.
I'm loving this. This
Which
is great.
you say that now.
Well, yeah, until a really big
Goblin
season
2
effect
is
comes up.
dead, which will lead us to Jadis.
I am going to use feline agility with my move, which allows me to double my speed until the end of my turn.
Okay. Copy on the rogue movement.
To there.
Okay.
This is within 40 foot or 45 foot.
Yep.
Yep.
And I am going to use my claws
Oh,
to basically scratch the fucker up.
Okay. Roll your attack.
possibly not.
So
Can I
you
use-
watch.
Sorry, can I use my inspiration
Go on.
for
Yep.
advantage on that?
Mm-hmm.
10. Probably not as good.
No. No. You watch as for your feeling agility for this movement. Do you drop to all fours?
Yes,
For
actually.
you watch as Jadis sort of pounces forward, runs on all fours, and leaps towards this goblin, who jumps back in surprise, and she misses, letting their claws out.
Well, at least she grips when she lands.
Tail lashing with feral grin.
Nice.
Fur is sticking up on her mane, just softly growling in that aggressive cat growl. More leopardish.
It's a shame I can't intimidate the bastard.
You could try.
He's looking a bit concerned, in all honesty. Which will bring us to Goblin, the one that you just attacked. He is going to reply with his scimitar. He's like, oh, oh! And that will be a 21 to hit.
Ouch.
Yep.
You'll take 4 points of damage. And moving on, that will be the Alchemist. And
Excellent.
yes, indeed. So he's going to throw a vial at you with disadvantage.
Who and who?
And
Mage Rob.
at Bastion. because he sees him being an issue. So he pulls out this file, shakes it, and throws it at you. Leans past you, explodes into flame, having no effect other than to burn the ground.
I sort of look at it strangely.
Actually, no.
It's an
Oh no,
AoE.
it would have. Yeah, no. I was going to say with that shield, but never mind. It would have missed anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It had no effect because that is a missile weapon.
Yeah.
It isn't an AOE.
Ah, right.
It's a single target.
Got you.
So
Okay.
that brings us to adjunct 2A9 Bastion.
Yes, I think so. If they still want protection, then they're going to have to keep up. But
Mm-hmm.
smack.
Okay, roll your attack.
Do. I am going to use that bardic inspiration
Mm-hmm. So roll a d6 and add it to it.
just to see if anything really happens. Not really, no.
You run up, swing,
And miss.
and he just kind of skitters back out of the path and starts reaching inside his robe, the dirty, tattered robe that he's got there.
Mm-hmm.
And will, unless you've got a bonus action you'd like to use.
Naturally, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to action surge.
Okay. Roll another attack. Or
Good
whatever you're
time
doing
for
with
it.
it.
I've got still got bardic inspiration. That just keeps going, doesn't it?
No, you expended it.
Right. So it's only
It
one.
gives you
It's only
it
one.
gives you a single dice to use
Right.
at your discretion within a certain period.
Got you. 12.
Again, he just skitters back out of the way.
Damn it. Wasted my action surge. That's annoying.
Well, to be fair, he
And
didn't know that it wasn't going to work until it didn't work.
True. Okay.
So that'll bring us to Varus. You're not coming
Sorry.
through.
I should be now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nope, just get options.
Mm-hmm.
Move just so I'm within 10 feet of Bastion again.
Okay.
And
Yep. Perfect.
attempt to Eldritch Blast the boss again.
Okay. So roll your attack.
Watch me roll a natural one, guys. Come on. 14 hit.
Nope. Again, just lifts his shield, disperses on the surface.
One of these
It's
games, I'm
a-
actually going to hit something with one of these.
So it looks like he's just grabbed a couple of planks. He's nailed them together. There's arrows sticking out of it. It's a shield. It works as a shield, but it's a goblin shield.
Improvised shield.
Yeah. So, was there anything else you wanted to do there, Bastion, or you no bonus
Not
actions or
Bastion.
anything?
Varus.
Sorry, Varys. I will get your names eventually.
No one really looks too injured,
Okay.
so no.
Nope. Okay. Colwyn.
Sorry, I was eating.
Quite alright.
Um, Would I be able to make it to the goblin next to Jadis?
Probably not.
Okay, Jadis.
If,
No,
could
it's
I
30.
do it?
It's 35. You're only 25 foot.
If I use my bonus action
Yeah.
dash.
Yep,
Yes,
you could
can, yeah.
definitely use your cunning action there.
Please don't.
Yep. Okay, free action. With time to respond, because I don't want to metagame this. You need help, Jadis.
I will deal with this one.
Okay, take that as is. In which case I will make. I don't need to use my bonus action because I think I can make it next to the creature that is
Yeah, if you
adjunct.
if you go just to the south of Bastion, there you can get right up beside that goblin
Or
there.
Is that
if
all right?
if he uses his bonus action, you could even go slightly behind.
Into
That will
flanking.
get flanking for both of us.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
So
Okay.
roll with advantage.
Okay, it's stabby with daggers.
Nice. Would he
Natural
get
20.
Oh damn! Roll your
Oh.
dice,
With
Okay.
and that'll be with sneak attack as well on top of that.
yeah.
Okay, so just straight up damage or sorry, flat
So-
damage. Or...
Just roll it; it'll automatically do the double.
Yeah, it sorts it out automatically.
Come on.
So that's a 6. On your sneak attack, roll that. Note the dice number, double the dice, and add the bonus after it. So, never mind. It's 2. That's 8 to hit. How much HP has this got? You may have actually done it in.
Yeah, I mean that's 8. I think in total.
That's 8 damage, and it's looking pretty rough.
Okay. May I role play a little here?
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of you see me dash by, and the eyes kind of lean in, dagger to the kidneys as I push it in. I whisper, "I used to fuck guys like you in prison." Permission to roll for intimidation.
Go for it at disadvantage because it doesn't speak common.
Okay, that's 15 on the first one. No, just go.
Go.
Yeah.
No, we'll take that 15. Because it's as much your tone as the actual language.
If you give a little hip action, he'll know what you mean.
Yeah, and okay, I'll take that and bear that in mind. Bring
Okie
us
dokie.
to goblin number 3, who is right going to make an attack against. Well, in that group, it's basically Bastion, Bastion, or Bastion
Pretty much, yeah.
with a bow.
If you're going with a bow, or yeah,
Then that'll be an 11 again. You just literally slap it out of the air. As if it's almost watching now. It's almost like Bastion's got a sixth sense of when these arrows are coming in.
I have upgraded my software. Honest to God.
And back around to the top of the initiative to the goblin boss, who is going to move into melee with Bastion there to flank him like that.
Would
And
Varys get an attack of opportunity?
No, I don't have that.
no,
feat.
no, he hasn't moved out of range for him.
No, I mean Varys, because he's moved into.
No, he hasn't held an action because he hasn't moved out
Moving
of
out
his
of
range.
not
Ah,
moving
okay.
in.
The on Sentinel, that doesn't. You don't get an attack of opportunity on them moving in, do you?
I don't have that feat yet. Not
Oh, I
until
don't have that
level
feat yet.
4.
Oh well,
Mhm.
pity, shame.
I can't get any
Right, so
feats
he's
until level 4. That's it.
yep.
Otherwise, I would
That
already have it.
that's all right. He is going to make 2 attacks at Bastion. First one with advantage because he's flanking. That is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
And that will be 8 points of damage.
Ouch.
Second one is not an advantage because the second one is normally made with disadvantage.
hmm
So that cancels out, and that is a 23 to hit.
It hits.
You will take another 5 points of damage.
Oh dear.
Hey, you looking there, Bastion?
Not great.
Oh, damn. Shit, okay. If he dies, he dies.
Yep.
Can't control Goblin's actions. Goblin 2 is non existent anymore. He's the first one that got assassinated by our little halfling.
The first in the band
Jadis.
to die.
Jadis is not moving, so I will be getting my feeling and agility back after this turn, and I am going to cast Thunderwave
Okay.
as before. Kind of all fours hissing, spitting, cougar screams straight in his face. Constitution 12 save.
Is that a Constitution
con
12
save.
save? Righto. I thought it was a save. I thought it. See. No bonuses to con. He rolls a 12. So that's half damage, is it?
Yes, half on a save, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Sorry, but let Venny roll Jadis roll her damage and we'll go from there.
On a failed save, creatures takes 2d8. On a successful, he takes half as much damage and isn't pushed.
Okay. So roll your 2d6.
2d8.
2d8.
Nice.
So he
Nice.
takes 5.
You watch a small trickle of blood out of his ear as he reels from the wave of sound emanating from your roar. Yeah. Leopard scream. And I think that finishes your turn, does it?
Hang on. Let's see.
Unless you've got a bonus action or something.
Just bardic inspiration. But
Nah.
there's nobody really here, so
Righto, so that will bring us to the goblin in front of you, who is going to make an attack with his scimitar against you. I don't think a 10 is going to hit.
nope.
No.
I sort of slink to the side, out of the way, all feline grace.
Okay, so that will bring us to the alchemist again. He is again going to try to throw that vial of fire at Bastion. Because it's in range attack and melee range, though, it'll be with disadvantage. 15 is not going to hit. So this, you see him pull out that vial, and as he's throwing it, you just bat it out of his hand as it goes to throw, and it carries it, launches it off to the side, shattering in midair. There's a of the fire as it ignites on contact with the open air. Harmlessly, again, burning a little bit of grass off to the side of where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Adjunct to A9 Bastion.
I am actually going to turn to the boss and, well, before I do that, actually, I'm going to Second Wind.
Okay, roll your heal. or is it a straight?
No, it's a D10. 5 plus 2, that gives me 7 back. I'm still looking
Better than
for
being on free HP. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then I try and hit him with the Warhammer.
Okay. Roll your attack
And that's a 19 to hit.
and roll your damage.
Finally. 4.
Hey, any damage is good damage.
Yeah.
So it's save if it's similar, just having reset from its attack and snarling at you, and you're just like, kind of just drop your hammer and backhand it with the shield. Oh, you get what I mean. Following on from the buddy, you've slapped the vial out of the air, and you just come across with the edge of the shield into its face.
Well, I'll come round with the Warhammer, actually.
Oh, well, yeah. Basically, it's a combined movement. As you're slapping that vial out, your other hand's following through, and you'll hit just behind his shield on his upper arm. And you're a bigger guy than he is. He staggers under the blow. A little.
Yep. Yeah.
Gillis and Varus.
I would have advantage against Leader because he's not looking at me, correct?
Only on melee attacks.
Yeah.
It's not that It's not that he's not looking at you. It's that you've got him flanked.
Yeah.
And it's about tracking two opponents on two different sides of you.
Yeah, I get that. I just thought I was just hoping it would apply to
It doesn't apply to range. You've got disadvantage to any range attack, spell, or weapon in melee.
At the moment, you would just have a normal attack because the advantage and disadvantage cancel out.
Oh, no. There's no advantage for a ranged attack for flanking.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So do I have disadvantage at
At melee
spells,
range
yeah.
for any range attack? You'd have to use a melee attack to get rid of that disadvantage.
and if I staggered back a bit to put me out of
He
melee
would get an
range?
attack of advantage. He'd get
An attack of opportunity.
opportunity. Yeah.
I know what I want to do because he's not really facing me, but I'm not quite sure how much damage I'd do with it.
Just play it, man.
Yeah,
Do what you think about what your character would do, and do it. If in doubt, ask what would my character do? What's their personality? What's their nature?
Actually, even better idea. Let me just check something.
If you've got any touch spells, now would be the time.
I've got something which affects everything within 10 feet of me, but that would also affect you, so yeah.
As Bastian said, ouch.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at options.
I mean in general for him, but yeah.
I'm thinking of trying to kick him in the balls, in all honesty. Not that it's going to, not that my strength means it does.
Well, you've got that staff or whatever, haven't you? Somewhere.
True, but I'm not really
You
role
haven't actually
playing
added
it
that in.
with it out. That's the thing.
Well, whatever you want to do, man. There's plenty of stuff you can do.
Would I be able to grab the staff off like my belt or my back and have an attack?
Yeah, you haven't moved.
Well, looking at your spell list, man, you've got a couple of spells that aren't range attacks. You've got some that are DC saves, like Hadar. You've got Sacred Flame.
Which is 10 Sacred Flame?
You've also got Sacred Flame.
Yeah.
And cantrips.
Didn't think that would be.
It's not an attack, it's a dex save. It's not an attack roll, it's a save. If you
Alright.
look at the hit DC, it's a save.
You are right.
Yeah.
And-
So that's on them.
And it's target based, not area based. Alright. Yeah.
So what's the save on that?
I believe the save is 12 dex.
I will try to help people here and there, but I'm not going to do it
It's a
too
ranged
much.
attack.
Is it considered a range attack? Oh well, it has no roll, so
Yeah. It's not an attack, is it? It's a
It's
save.
not an attack; it's a save.
Yeah. Good point.
It does have range, but I wouldn't classify that as a ranged attack.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Yeah. I'm with you.
Because
Actually.
it's not actually an attack roll; it's a save on the part of the target.
Yeah.
Dex, let's go. That is a 16. So roll your damage, and I believe that is half damage.
Yeah. 1d8. I think.
Mm-hmm.
yes. 4
Good
points
work.
of
Nicely done.
radius damage. First damage I've done in 3 fucking sessions.
Hang on.
Righto. So Colin Mundus, Scoundrel of Summerford.
Right, yeah, let's finish this chappy off.
Let's.
So it's dagger attack with advantage.
Okay, roll
Yep.
your attack.
That's another.
Oh, nice.
Oh my
Oh,
god, you
no.
machine!
Really? Okay.
So
Ed's the damage boy.
roll your damage with your um sneak attack there. God.
And he's dead.
Oh yeah, he's gone. He only had 2 HP left.
I mean, I think eviscerated is the word we need to use.
Yeah, I'm just kind of picturing Colvin just going and just kind of being
Dropping
kind of
him
very
into
brutal about
sushi.
it, and then just kind of just see oh yeah, he is dead.
Right, so
I think Bastion's wiping brains off his shoulder, to be quite honest.
that'll bring us to Goblin Free here with his bow. And let's be honest, we all know who anyone with a
Yeah.
bow is attacking
Yeah.
in that group.
Yeah.
Not that any of them had any luck. That is a 19, which will not hit.
Nope.
Damned warriors, people. Righto, top of the round brings us back to the Goblin boss,
This is
who
gonna
is going to make a multi-attack at Bastion again. On the
Yeah.
plus note, it isn't with advantage this time.
Nope.
That is a 23 to hit.
Damn it.
That'll be 5 points of damage.
Ouch.
And a second attack with
I'm
disadvantage.
not looking good.
That'll be a 9 to hit, which does not hit. Goblin number 2 down here. And it is
David.
going to run like a little girl after getting screamed at by a big mean cat.
But it's Vanny's turn first.
You.
Oh shit, wrong goblin. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Vanny, go on.
Vanny
I
gets
still get
smacked
them in
first.
my Yep, let me do something.
He
here.
can run
Oh,
if he's still alive.
yeah, no, I'm going to get rid of these ones that are actually from the list. There we go. Because they keep coming up on the list until I remove them. Sorted it. I saw a little bin icon there to get rid of them. So, Jadis.
I am going to cast Earth Tremor.
Okay.
So it's kind of just off kind of behind him so that it catches him but not me.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a dex save 12.
Dex save 12.
Yep.
Righto. It is a 18.
Yeah.
At nimble little buggers.
So he takes half,
Mm-hmm.
which is 3 damage.
Which will end him.
Fuck it, 8. And I can move now, can't I?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent, because I have feline agility back.
Nice.
So I'm going to move. How far away is the furthest goblin from me?
Furthest one.
Yep.
The one all the way in the back there. He is 65 foot.
Excellent. So I'm going to get to 60 foot because feline
Mm-hmm.
agility doubles it.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. So he's 5 foot away from me.
He'll be about 10. Like, yeah, he is. Never mind.
So am I in range of him? Melee range?
You
or-
are melee range of him. Yeah.
Excellent. So it's like kind of feline cat dash on all fours straight up into his face. Hello, little
Okay.
one.
Make your attack.
She's already used an attack.
Oh, right. So,
She is literally just straight in his face now.
like a silver blow, you see Jadis drop to all fours and run past behind you. There, Colwyn.
Oof.
Which will bring us around to adjunct 2A9 Bastion.
Can I add something on that thing when I said hello, little one?
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to surrender now?
It doesn't understand you.
Doesn't speak common.
I don't know that.
True.
It is looking at you in fear with you having just run from killing its friend or ally.
Mm-hmm.
You get the sense that they're not very brave creatures.
Not very bright creatures either.
No. So, Bastion.
Nothing else I can do, really.
Mm-hmm. You've used up
19 to
most of
hit.
your resources. Roll your damage.
Now, for crying out loud, 4 again.
You're not having a good time of it, are you?
Change your
I'm
dice.
really not, no.
Right.
At least you're hitting.
Gillis and Varus.
Can I ask a question, Ash?
Hmm?
If Varys now was to move round the creature so he could give me some healing, for example, would
Yeah,
that
as
provoke
long
an
as he
attack of
doesn't. No,
opportunity?
no, it wouldn't. Not as long as he didn't leave that. It's at threatened range. So as long as he stays within 5 foot, will not provoke an attack of opportunity. As soon as he moves out of that 5 foot, yeah,
That's what I was. I couldn't quite find it, so
yeah,
I thought I'd better ask.
yeah.
Just
No,
Trish has got
that's
another option. He could actually move
yeah.
round within range of the
I
boss.
think he's trying to give you a subtle hint there, Tris.
No,
Just
I'm
as
not
a
going to
point.
move.
Fair enough.
All right. Sacred Flame,
Doesn't
do your
care
dex
about
save.
Yeah, I should
Can
have
the
done that
boss
with
do his
advantage.
dex save? And then, as a bonus action, like I should have done last time,
Hold up. Is Sacred Flame a bonus or an action?
Sacred Flame, it's under bonus. It
Is it a
is.
bonus action?
Oh,
Well, it's an action, I think.
It's an action, probably. Yes.
So what's your Warlock healing? Is that bonus or
Yes,
action?
the Warlock healing is bonus.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm the way they were. So he 19 on his dex save.
Half
Alright.
damage.
Yeah.
So roll your damage for that, and then we'll get into the next bit.
4, so half that is 2 damage to him.
Okay. And do your healing.
Is it ranged?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
As long as it's visual sight and given the height of these guys and the height of you and me, I reckon I can do it.
Oh, there's nothing.
Yeah.
It's easy enough that even if he was bigger, you'd be able to lean around and do it.
How's 8
I'll
points
get a visual on it.
sound?
Ooh, thank you very kindly. That's very nice indeed.
I'll just mark those off quickly there.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely going to have to short rest at least after this.
So that'll end Ferris's turn. Colwyn. Scoundrel of Summer.
Okay, so there are 2 goblins remaining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just going to peek.
Yeah.
His
And
life flashes before his eyes.
yeah, just here. So that is roll with advantage.
No, you're not flanking.
Oh, well, I'll take the 12
First
then.
one that it shows here, which will be a 17, which is going to just hit, so roll your damage. It will carry sneak attack because he is threatened by 2 of your allies.
Okay, so that's 4 and 6.
So 6 damage total.
Yeah.
So you get up and you, as he's focusing on Bastion, you hit blindside him from the side and he grunts, almost doubles over as that dagger goes in to his side, looking pretty banged up, but he's still standing.
I want to lean in and whisper, shh, no words, only sleep.
He looks at you.
Finger, no, not finger, spare dagger to his lips, because I'm not putting my finger there, he's going to bite it off. Just go, shh.
Uh, Penny, get ready for an attack opportunity. Having seen this, this other goblin is going to make a bolt for
Ah,
it. He's had enough.
he can try. I am going to pounce on him.
Okay. Roll your attack.
Do, do, do. Oh, you bastard. 11.
I don't think that hits. No, that's a miss. And that's full dash, 60 foot. We'll have to fit a remind that if you want to pursue.
I will.
Okay, we'll get that on your turn. So that will bring us back to the goblin boss. He's like, and he's going to make an attack against this little goblin, halfling that has just come up and shivved him in the ribs. That is multi-attack on 10. Might hit you there, will it, goblin?
Nope.
And second one at disadvantage. That is an 8. That won't hit it. The 10 didn't.
Nope.
He is looking desperate. He is terrified, desperate, but he's still trying to attack you.
They picked the wrong people to rob.
Yep. They're going to give him the toothiest of toothy grins.
Nice.
Not the most toothiest grin, because of that, of course, goes to Jadis.
Well,
Jadis is your prey is running. That little mouse is getting away.
Is it fuck?
Yeah.
All fours, full dash after it, I imagine.
Yep.
You don't have your feline agility back, or do you? Because you didn't move on your last round, so it should have recharged, I'd imagine.
It would, yes. So I would be able to catch up to him and have an action.
Mhm.
At which point
So-
I'm gonna pounce again.
Okay.
Because
It's
yes,
got to work at some point.
yes, it did.
Nope.
No, it doesn't.
No, it wouldn't.
Fuck.
Okay. Goblin boss, Jadis, Bastion.
Yeah. I don't think a 12 hits him, does it?
Nope. You bring your hammer down. Desperately raise his shield.
Bang.
And you can hear his breathing. Small sounds. Absolutely terrified, but not giving up.
Fair enough. Not doing anything else.
Okay. Varus.
Dodge this. Sacred Flame. What is
Okay.
deck? Oh yeah, I'll roll the damage
That's
and
good. It's damage regardless. It's just whether he saves.
yeah.
I can tell you now that unless you roll a 1, he's dead. He's got 1 HP left.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dead.
So I'm not even gonna bother with the deck save.
Yep.
How would you like to do that?
Dodge this. Flames.
So Varus
Nice.
stands there, lifts himself to his full height, points at him and goes, "Dodge yes." Snaps his fingers, and this burst of radiant energy explodes on this goblin. You see the whites and terror of its eyes as it looks at you as you say that, and poof, there's almost a look of relief on its face as it dies. Vinny,
The pain has ended.
Yep.
I'm going to get you to roll. I'm going to say that with that goblin in full retreat and you right there, pretty easily you will finish it off, unless you want to capture it.
Oh, it's that thing's dying.
So I'm not going to drag it out with you chasing it and chasing it. So as it finishes up, you see Jadis strutting back, blood on her claws.
Goblin body being dragged behind me.
Oh, yeah, because it's your kill.
And I want to loot the bastard, but I was going to do it in the middle of nowhere. Well, I mean, granted, we're in the middle of nowhere at the moment,
Okay.
but back
So
to the group.
on that note,
Out of
what are we
combat, I
doing?
believe.
I am checking the bodies for sort of like kind of.
I would like to check
gold.
around for tracks.
Okay.
Any sign of whoever sent us this? Could have sent them out on whatever mission.
So we'll go from bottom to top to sort this because I'm getting a lot of people wanting to do things. Varus, was
Yep.
there anything that you wanted to do?
I go up. Jadis, you're a little bit hurt. Allow me. And 1d6 healing on her.
Okay. Roll your D.
3 points of healing.
Not an issue. If that she's I'll add your dice to that. So moving on. Jadis, what were you saying you wanted to do?
Gonna kind of check the bodies for any sort of like kind of notes.
Loot and scoot. Okay. So yep.
Any evidence
Roll
of
an
whoever might have actually kind of
Mhm.
sent them.
Roll an investigation check. You managed to find maybe 5 copper, the shield battered, rusty scimitars, a couple of short bows. The leader was wearing a rusty chain shirt. None of the equipment is in good nick. But there is nothing to note why over there. No notes or anything. You would be surprised if they could even read.
I sigh, cast prestidigitation on myself to clean myself up and change the colour of my stripes. I'm going green.
Okay.
Interesting.
Which will bring us to Colvin, I think, if you wanted to do anything there.
Yeah. The bloodlust is starting to go down because everyone's dead. I'm guessing it is a fair drop down to the river, stream, what have you.
Yeah, it's a small cutting, man. Basically, this small river creek has carved through a solid rock over the years. So it'd be a good 10, 15-foot drop.
Yeah, because part of him wants to just look for a bucket to lower down so he can wash himself slightly.
Well, I was going to say you probably got rope. You probably got like I don't know, probably improvise something if you've got something in your pack.
Bear with me.
Anything waterproof?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I got the rope. I've got the.
Yeah.
In fact, you know what I'm going to
That's
do is I'm going to take my water skin out. Going to put a little drink and just, at the very least, take the sheen of the gore off, and then
Mhm.
go to refill it next to the
Yep.
waterfall.
It's easy enough to do. Easy enough to do. You're all over it. While he's doing that, Bastion, you said you wanted to start looking for some tracks.
Yeah, I'll look for some tracks, and then I'm gonna have to sit down for a little bit.
Yep, no worries. I'll get you to roll a survival for me.
Okie dokie. Oh, 16.
Okay. Without too much, you see that these tracks lead forward. You see other tracks. These goblins are there, and they've moved out of the way of this creature that they had a camp right there. There is another two dead goblins there that have died. Obviously, they've attacked it and they've gone fuck no, basically, after it.
Yeah,
Either that or it's come upon them while they were in
Yeah.
their camp in the middle of the night.
right. I then just sit down and go into short rest
So,
mode.
okay,
How long
so
does short rest? An hour.
I'd say half an hour would be better.
Right.
I feel that I'll leave it up to you guys. If you want to, a point of order, I'm happy to shorten it to a half hour or an hour if you want to keep it at
I
the
think an
standard hour.
hour is probably a better one because I don't know
Yeah.
about you guys, but napping for half an hour never feels like quite enough.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. So you move off the way a bit, sit down, relax, roll any hit dice you
It
need
might
to.
be slightly shorter for Bastion, given his
hmm
guard mode.
So if anyone wants to roll any hit dice to recover,
Yep. I certainly
recover
can.
anything that recovers on a short rest, which is any spells you've used there, Varus. I think Fighter gets a few recharges on short rest.
Do I get spells back on a short? Do I get my pack
As a
spells
warlock,
back?
yes, you get all of your spell
Uh,
slots back as a short rest.
I took a
Or
hit die, Ash, so I'm gonna roll that now.
before he does that, Varus comes over and says, "Here, look, you look like you
No
hit."
point.
All right, never mind.
That's right. But yeah, all of your spell slots as a warlock recharge on a short rest. That's why
Yeah, they do, yeah.
fighters and warlocks both love short rests.
All right.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
They are
think
very
bards as
useful.
well. I'm not sure on that one actually.
I'm just going
I've got 2 hit die, you see, Trist. So I'd rather you saved your healing for when we really need it.
It
Just
would
in
have
case.
recharged on the short rest anyway, man.
If we've got a break, then I may as well use a hit die. You know what I mean?
But yeah, his healing magic would have recharged on the short rest anyway.
Yeah, for some strange reason, mine didn't actually apply to my hit points, but when I clicked for short rest, even though it's actually kind of taken off one of my hit dice.
As a note, Vinny, you've also got Song of Rest
Yes.
as well.
I do.
Yes, in features and traits.
I do.
Yes, a good one.
So anyone, so roll an extra 1d6 for any hit die you spend. Oh, sorry, no. So roll a 1d6 for spending hit dice.
I think it's added to Vanny's automatically. I
Mm-hmm.
think there's some check
It's
boxes
for
on
everybody.
the
Yeah.
Right. No, I don't need it. I rolled a 10.
Revitalize your wounded allies during a short rest. If you're any friendly creatures who can hear your performance regain hit points at the end of a short rest by spending one or more hit dice, each one of those creatures regains an extra 1d6 hit points.
Nice. I reckon you
But
need
again,
it.
it's a slightly different purr to the one that you heard before, but it's still a purr.
Yeah.
But it's just sort of like kind of it's much lower, it's much calmer.
Well, I feel refreshed, but I was already.
Yeah, it's just a point of order. It's pointing out feats and traits your characters have, so you know what's going on.
I said that I was already going to spend one.
Yeah, yeah.
If I'd known all this, maybe not. But it's sort of.
Just as a note, so people are aware as what everyone does and can do.
We still don't know what each other can do at this point for that. So, and we kind of do now. So, let me have a look at
anyway, so 11:15. I've got another 15, 20 minutes or so. If you wanted to sort out some points of order and what we're planning and moving ahead from there. Survival tracks. You've got the tracks there, Bastion.
Yeah.
That you found moving forward. Are you guys continuing to push forward to follow these tracks?
Yeah, I have to sit in and just taking a bit of a break, and yeah.
So, same marching order?
I'd take a sip of my ale from the my water skin, which doesn't have water in it.
I would have said that was a good stopping point.
Can do if you like.
Yeah. So we'll just we'll sort out point of order and what plan going forward is from here.
Well, at this point, I just sort of point out to everybody where I've scouted the tracks are and all the rest of it. So everybody knows where the tracks are leading.
General consensus is you're still tracking this creature that's been causing these issues.
I think so.
Okay.
I also say that I think that that they were just a bandit gang out there. I don't think there's anything more to it.
Yeah, unless there was signs of a camp or something nearby.
There was signs of a camp there that I did say that two of their members had been killed by the bear as it came through.
Yeah.
But that's
so there were
as
an
it
extra
goes,
two goblins.
Yeah.
From what you could see of those investigation rolls, yeah.
Yeah. It's basically a basic bandit camp, I think. So, as far as we know, anyway.
Yes, but let's not.
No.
So we'll leave it there, folks. MVP for the session.
What order
we will
we going
start in? We'll go top to bottom. Been doing bottom to top the last couple of times.
Do you know what? This is so difficult. Everybody was really cool during that, but I kind of just, and it is only just, go for Ed, just because of his pure eviscerating nature. of his dags.
He had a lot
I
of
mean,
luck
he
with those
shredded
rolls.
people. He shredded people. There was sushi available at the end. It was, yeah, loved that. So yeah, but it was close run because I liked a lot of the things that Jadis and Varys were doing. But
Mm,
yeah, I think just Ed. So yeah,
okay.
nice one, Ed.
Thank you.
Ed?
Ed.
Um, that's a tricky one. Um, I really liked Becca's lean into cat that can't be bothered to cat who will fuck you up on the flick of a switch.
He
Exactly.
fucking moved. And then he ran.
Yeah, almost. I'm just picturing them playing with the goblins as though they're playing with a rat.
Hmm.
It was good.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was close.
I've got to give my point to Becca for that.
Okay. Jadis.
Mine's easily going to Colin
Okay.
because I used to fuck guys like you in prison.
That's great.
That was that, yeah.
And Goblins just stood there, didn't understand what he said. It's just a voice and he's thrusting the Mickle in the hips, and he's just like, what the fuck's going on?
Which dagger are you trying to stab me with?
I'm guessing no one here has seen Roadhouse.
No.
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
Sorry, Phil.
yeah, Patrick Swayze.
Yep. Great movie.
Yep. Wasn't bad. So, Varys.
Honorable mentions to, well, everyone for playing their characters, but I
Yeah,
gotta
me
go.
too, man.
I gotta go to Colwyn for his for his sharp tongue and
Yeah.
his even sharper dagger.
Yep.
Right. Take back your sort of bardic, your inspiration, not bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
It operates differently to bardic inspiration. This is just
Yes. Regular
uh,
inspiration.
recognition of the use of advantage on.
Yeah, I've got to say, 10 out of 10 to everybody for that one.
Absolutely.
That was an excellent session. That was so hard to choose.
That damn shield man
Came in handy, that one.
already put to good use.
Colwyn has no idea what's been happening still.
No. Nope. That'll be an interesting chat to catch up. I also just want to say, for Tristan, I'm glad that you got to have your moment in there as well with the dodge
Sacred
this
Flame.
and sacred flame. So
Yeah.
I don't think anyone else
Yeah.
mentioned it. I feel like I should. So yeah, props
Oh,
to you,
yeah.
my dude.
Well, he was a boss creature, and he did get the final. So well done.
Yeah, he got the kill. That was awesome. But yeah, thanks very much, Asher. To you yourself, that was a good fight.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Little sharp bit.
Yeah, sharp.
Right.
Literally.
And it's not in my mind. That's the kind of a perfect sort of episodic session. So we all got to do a thing. Stuff got advanced. We got to fight a thing. It's just like, delicious. It's like
Yeah.
tapas.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. No, I loved every bit. I loved how everybody was playing the characters. You know, I particularly like Varys sort of leaning around the boss and healing me midway through, trying to burn him to pieces. You know, stuff like that. It was really good little moments, and it was like I say at the end, it was really hard to choose an MVP because, to be fair,
Yeah.
I wanted to choose everybody because the stuff that they
No,
did.
it was a really well played session. I respect it. It's slower start, and it's more of a travel session
Yeah,
and a tracking session. and you guys just kind of bumbled into an ambush.
Yeah.
Like I said, there was a fair chance if you'd have been rolling stealth that you guys could have just gone straight past them and they never would have known you were there.
Like
That was
old
never going to
women in the
happen.
lavatory.
That was never going to happen with me.
I would have happily played it as you guys just straight past if you'd have managed it. Anyway, thank you for joining us. If you have, same time, same Twitch channel next week.
Yeah.
I'll try to have them up on my YouTube
Cool.
on YouTube as ASAP. Guys, heading towards the battle with the bear, or continuing tracking it next week. From
Cool.
what you've said, but yeah, interesting stuff. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll leave it there. Great stuff.
Goodbye.
Yeah, that too.
It was a pleasure to meet you.